Well, it's here. After 7 long months of waiting, Stepford County Railway version 2.3 has officially released on January 10, 2026. This update is huge. Pantographs, TRAMS, and a whole bunch of network upgrades makes it compete for one of the best updates in SCR history ever since 1.10. And today we will be covering it all, going east to west. Starting off, we go on the new Stepford Bay extension. This extension starts off at Stepford Bay. The scenery is pleasant, with a few shops lining up the corridor, along with a tiny docking area and most importantly some Stepford County Railway offices for staff. For the station itself, it's a nice 2-platform terminus station at the end of the tiny branch. Only about a minute's walk away from that is Cadoxton, our next, and tiny at that. A few shops surround the station, but other than that the station has a nice little bridge, especially for train spotting. There is only one platform, the station being a clogged mess when the update first came out. As you go west and exit the branch, you go through probably the best part of the update, the switch to pantograph from battery, which is really cool and I will touch on later. In the meantime, you reach the all-new revamped Beachley station. The scenery is wonderful around here, and this 5-platform station lives up to expectations, with upgraded platforms including one terminating, turn-around platform. It also helps with the addition Marston Hill TMD, one of the new metro depots. Talking about depots, let's quickly hop over to Bowden, which has another new depot called Bowden Metro Operations Center, being called that due to a naming contest back in the Discord server in 2025. The depot itself looks amazing with its area. I won't be covering the rest of the depots, the rest I won't cover only underwent a name change. Let's head down to Berryley. Berryley is now an upgraded 5-platform station with an additional 2 tracks for trams. The 2 tram lines also represent the first ever SCR stop, which is not flat, and is on a gradient, which I find very interesting. I especially love the new tram line, which I will get to soon. Berryley also has a signalling center in front of a monster of an interchange I will get to later. The updated stuff branches off from this point, so I will go down the main line first. You travel past East Berryley, which it is not upgraded, but has a new mini freight yard. Then, you reach Morganstown, which technically became smaller, with only 5 platforms now. It still serves all operators, and I think the scenery looks way better now. Let's head back to Berryley, and if you follow down the greenery in the middle of the streets, the tram crosses, you find yourself at Denton Road, a nice 2-platform station that is very close to Berryley and Greenslade, our next station. On this 3-platform station, one of those platforms being for terminating waterline trains. I like the station, with Metro shortly after splitting off from the waterline to actually follow a street down to Robinson Way, which looks very similar to the last 2 Metro stations. Nevertheless, I think the last part of this tram route that takes you to Whitney Green is the best. The drive is so nice to take in around here, including the shops. You arrive at Whitney Green, a transfer with waterline with 2 platforms for each operator. The scenery is lush and beautiful, with a nearby new playground for Morganstown docks and the new Morganstown Bridge, concluding the tram lines. Talking about bridges, let's go north to the all-new Benton Bridge and station. The bridge is beauty all around, with the station holding up as well. The station is based off of Brent Cross West, which has the passenger terminal above the platforms. It's amazing, and there is no other way to describe it. The shops are huge and cool, with many of these shops being named after remaining supervisors without shop names. And our last major upgrade is Hampton Hargate, which probably went from the worst SCR station to the best SCR station in one update. Where do I start? This station is based off of Coventry in the West Midlands, with a stunning concourse and parking garage. The platforms are beautifully detailed, with the elevators even having out-of-order notes. Outside the station, a new signal box has been added, next to a new shopping centre. Hampton Hargate has been turned into a huge city, and I am a fan of it. Other minor upgrades include shop names at Barton, small upgrades at Upper Staplow and Water Newton, the latter getting larger platforms. And finally, Starelic got some minor upgrades including a brand new bridge. That wraps up our dive on the scenery and station improvements. Next, a new part to this update is the addition of TRTS boxes to the network at some stations. I love this addition as it adds a lot of realism to the gameplay of dispatching. Now, if you have a platform with a TRTS box, you now have to go over to the location of the TRTS box, open the box, enable TRTS, and then dispatch the train on the platform. This immerses the experience greatly, and I am glad the development team finally added this. Now, in version 2.3, many new trains and routes were added. Starting with Connect trains, the class 350/1, 385/0 and 1 versions, the 700 and 185 as longer trains that are unlockable with the Longer Trains Game Pass, making it more worth it. These trains can also operate semi-fast routes, similar to British Railways, usually operating from Stepford City to somewhere around Klin. Another longer train that has been highly anticipated, if not the most, has been added in the Class 91, which delivered massively, along with a new announcer that can be a bit quiet.
Will shortly be arriving at Leighton Stepford Road. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central and Newry. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Also on Express, a new route stopping at Hampton Hargate has been added from Stepford City out to Westwiven. Moving to Airlink, the terminal's shuttle on the Class 345 has been updated, with the existing route going to Morganstown now, and a new route being added to Hampton Hargate. Finally, and not least, Metro. Firstly, the 756 can now run on the Stepford Bay line on its own, but the 398 is now exclusively only able to be on the tram line to Whitney Green, and also able to go on the Stepford Bay line. This train looks great, and is beautifully detailed for its use as a tram. Now we get to the best part. The pantographs are the best part of the update in my opinion. Just look at this.
And the platform. This train terminates here.
That is technically amazing and shows how far SCR has gone, and I am so proud it is finally added. Not only that, but for trains that can go on tracks without pantograph, they now use a battery until it dies, which can happen. This is so amazing, showing the technical ability of SCR has greatly improved. Also, not just that, but there are new sounds if you SPAD or don't switch to battery on tracks without pantographs. Listen to these.
SPAD alert. SPAD alert.
Wow, this is such an amazing part, and the development team worked so hard to make this happen. Now, not every update is perfect, so here are some things that I thought SCR could improve on from this update. These critiques are: firstly, the traffic lights are stuck on red. I don't think this ruins the game, but I think it would be cool for signals to work in this game to be more immersive. And second, and the biggest one, is the Beryley and Morganstown Triangle junctions. Firstly, the Morganstown Triangle looks amazing. That being said, I didn't mention this, but the Airport Parkway Depot, or Stoke Milton carriage siding from Metro, has been reworked, and all these new trains from the airport have now been directed to Hampton Hargate, along with Benton and Morganstown trains. It might eventually go away, but right now congestion in the area can be a pain sometimes, even if Hampton Hargate has 4 platforms. Then, my biggest issue by far is the Beryley Junction. In this update, the Benton Bridge on the Benton side is now elevated, ending the trolling corridor in that area. But while fixing our issue, the development team created a new one. At this Beryley Junction, The track changes here causes only one train to get through this whole area of Connect and Metro trains at a time. This area will have heavy traffic, and this needs to be fixed soon, at least in a mini update, if not 2.4. But those are all my issues, and talking about 2.4. What's next? SCR hasn't teased anything, but we know based on this update it usually takes the development team half a year to make a major update right now. And I have some ideas. Surprisingly, to start off, most stations look amazing at this time right now, which could raise some alarm bells in some ways, but stations upgraded in 1.8, such as parts of the Whitefield line past Stepford UFC, and other stations in the Leighton area are starting to fall down by SCR standards, along with the Waterline Connolly branch. Other than that, most trains seem to be up to standard, and trams have been added too. So that leaves me with a prediction coming to SCR soon, and that will be freight. But I don't have too much time left, so let's conclude our review of Stepford County Railway version 2.3. Stepford County Railway version 2.3, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best SCR update in game history. Even though I don't like some of the junctions, the trams, Class 398, Class 91, the upgraded stations, the pantographs and batteries, the sound, and everything else that makes SCR an enjoying game to play on Roblox. Overall, I like giving this update a strong 9.5 out of 10. Great job, and thanks to the development team for this amazing update, and thank you for watching. I hope to see you another time on this channel.